encuentro finalmente en Buenos Aires el señor Marky Ramón en su visita número 10.000. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure to have you every time.
Always.
You were telling me about driving from Ezeiza to here, this hotel. And do you actually remember the first times you guys played here in Buenos Aires when people used to go all over to the airport and drive beside you and being all over the place?
Right, yeah. And there's still a lot of fans outside that I have to sign autographs, but it was just amazing. We didn't expect it when we got here, and then all of a sudden it was like a hard day's night.
Yeah, it was like a Ramones mania.
Yeah, yeah, like Beatlemania or something. But we were very, very happy.
Interrumpo momentáneamente para contarles que hasta acá llegamos con la versión ATP de Quemar un Patrullero. Si querés ver este episodio hasta el final, suscríbete y aprovecha al máximo los contenidos exclusivos generados para vos. No te pierdas los capítulos completos ni las mejores entrevistas. Te dejo el link para que te sumes a esta comunidad que venimos construyendo entre todos. Tu aporte es fundamental. Quemar un patrullero, cuestionar lo que nos es dado.
Do you actually miss that?
Miss what?
People being that crazy over here?
We still are.
You do? You think?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. Tough. You'll see tonight if you come to the show.
I'm gonna be there bad. I think that we kind of mature a little bit. Like we are like an older audience here in Buenos Aires. It used to be crazier. Younger?
There are a lot. The audience in Chile, the average age must have been 25 to 28 years old. So they're getting younger and younger, which is great. You know, like Gen Z and Gen X and all that stuff. You know, I don't. Just because you get older, I don't lose my enthusiasm over what I like. Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, but I meant not of age, but like we mature as people.
I don't. Maybe everybody else does, but now they come to the show, and that's what matters. Mm-hmm. You know, now a lot of the times we have to not let people know that easy where we're staying, mm-hmm. so they don't interrupt the people staying at the hotel, you know, because they're here trying to sleep and trying to get together, you know. So, it's good that they wait for the show.
Yeah, I know. And is there any deeper meaning for you to do this nowadays besides playing the songs and doing what you always did? Is there something that actually means to you?
Well, Johnny, Joey, Deanie, and Tommy died too soon, too quick, and great songs. So I did 10 studio albums with them, and I like playing my style, my music, my way better than having to do other things. So being in the Ramones for 15 years and then having my own bands, I continue that style. Because I always say this, that the songs are too good not to be played, mm-hmm. and a lot of the youth have discovered the Ramones, so they want to hear the songs too. So you go to them and you play the songs, and you all have a good time, crazy time.
You know what? Some people complains because there's Ramones t-shirts and Kiss t-shirts and Rolling Stones t-shirts that are actually being sold at any place. There's kids all over the world wearing t-shirts that they don't know what kind of t-shirts they are actually wearing, if you know what I mean.
Well, if they don't know who the Rolling Stones are, they must be from the planet Uranus. But no, you have a kid wearing a Ramones t-shirt, he might want to go, hey, let me hear the music. Mm-hmm. If you have a kid who has Ramones albums, he might want a t-shirt. So it works both ways, you know what I mean? but eventually they come around and realize it's all about the music.
I don't know what you think, but I don't know, 20 years ago, I believe, I don't know what you think, that nowadays people respect what guys like you are doing because, as you've mentioned, most of the Ramones are dead. Many artists are dead nowadays because it's been too long.
Because of age.
Because of age.
Abuse, age, and, you know, just a lot of people have gotten cancer. A lot of people, you know, even in the sports field and stuff like that, you know, in any industry, you know, it's up to the individual how well he takes care of himself. You know, a lot of people have passed away, but if you look at their past, it caught up to them, you know, so.
Yeah, but I mean, actually, me, myself, 20 years ago, I was one that wanted you to do something besides the Ramones. And you did. You did The Intruders, for example.
Yeah,
But
that was fun.
yeah, I know. But it's like you had to come back to the Ramones because...
Well, I when they started dying, you know, they were my friends and bandmates. And there was no one else really left to continue with the way that I do, that I, you know, decided to do myself. So to me, that is the closest thing to my heart, is playing Ramones songs. That's my passion. I'm not going to compete with the Ramones. They're the Ramones. But I'll play their music and play the music we made and, you know, at least have that, you know. To me, that's important.
Because, you know, the ones that actually were there, like me, myself, we miss those songs, those bands, and there's a whole new generation, a couple of them that were never there, so yeah. They want to actually know what was it like.
Well, if they come tonight, they'll see.
And, you know, here in Argentina, and I believe all over the world it's the same, there are some tribute bands that are bigger than new bands.
Maybe because the tribute bands are playing better music than the newer bands.
Maybe, actually, I don't know.
Maybe they tried listening to the newer bands and they said, I like the older music better. It's, you know, it's up to the individual what they like. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't tell anyone, well, you know, nobody should tell anybody what to listen to or, you know, what movies to watch, music to listen to. If you like some of the new stuff, great. You know, there's something for everybody. There's blues, there's jazz, there's rock, there's hard rock, there's metal, there's heavy metal, there's punk. There's so many things. You know, rock and roll. And, you know, a lot of the youth want to go back to an earlier time because they think that things are a lot better in the world. In music, in movies, and the culture, things like that, you know. So they explore. They explore around. They go on all the you know, Spotify's and the downloading things. So they discover things. I mean, I used to do that when I was a kid too. I used to go back to like Little Richard, Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, Phil Spector sound. British Invasion, Beatles, The Who, The Kinks. So as a little boy, I mean, even like a Frank Sinatra song will come on and he's great. You know, I'll listen to it because it's good music.
Si querés ver este episodio hasta el final, suscríbete y aprovecha al máximo los contenidos exclusivos generados para vos. No te pierdas los capítulos completos ni las mejores entrevistas. Te dejo el link para que te sumes a esta comunidad que venimos construyendo entre todos. Tu aporte es fundamental. Quemar un patrullero, cuestionar lo que nos es dado.